Hey there everybody, High Mileage Rider here, and in today's installation video, we're going to be looking at lighting for your Goldwing motorcycle. If you've ever wanted to add extra lighting to the front or rear of your motorcycle or anywhere else, you should know that you can't just tie that directly into the battery. You need to run, or you should run, through some type of a lighting distribution hub in order to protect the front and rear electrical systems on your Goldwing motorcycle. Now there's many different options out there. I personally have chosen to install the Pathfinder LED lighting distribution hub. So if this is something that you're interested in, come on back and we'll put it on my motorcycle. Now let's get over to the bench and I'll show you what comes in our box. Okay, so inside the box for our Pathfinder LED lighting distribution hub, we'll open up the packaging. And inside here we get two pigtails. One is marked left, one is marked right. This one has an R on it. And the reason you have a right and left is because we need to tie in to the existing electrical system on the bike in order to have turn signals, accessory lights run on the right and left hand sides. The other thing you get is the actual distribution hub. Now, it looks like a lot of wires. Don't be worried. So, we have a red, goes positive on the battery, black, which goes to negative on the battery, and green, which you will attach inside your fuse box. When we take our fuse box off, there are two screws. The top one is for grounding accessories, which this is. Now we have two pigtails that run off of this distribution hub that will plug into the pigtails on the left and right side. And we have all these extra wires with some shrink wrap tubing. These aren't attached to anything. And these are marked ACC, left, ground, run, brake, and right. These are to be used if you ever wanted to wire a trailer harness and electrical system into the distribution hub, because they would require their own. We won't be using these. So at the end of the day, we will just put some shrink wrap over them to protect them. Now on the front of the distribution hub is where the magic happens. Once you have all of this wired in, all you need to do is plug your accessories into either the right or the left-hand side. And you simply do that by pulling these plugs out and plugging in. Now, if you want to run accessories that are not made by Pathfinder, you can do that. If you had some accessories, let's say from Gold Strike or Denali or any other brand, you can buy accessory adapters that can be used in order to plug into this Pathfinder LED. They sell a universal adapter. Let me insert a picture here. And they also sell a adapter, in this case that I purchased, for Gold Strike products. Let me insert a picture here. Okay, so we are going to take this over to the bike and install it. Now, the very first step is going to involve us taking the seat off and the side panels. So because this video is solely on the installation of the lighting distribution hub, I'm not going to show you how to take off the side panels, take off the seat. I have that in other videos. Through the magic of movie editing, we will just suddenly have the seat off and start. Okay, so our seat is off, side panels are off, and we're going to start by removing these connectors above the saddlebags for the right and left hand sides. To pull these apart, you just press down on this little clip here and pull. There we go. So the first thing we're going to do is put the right side saddlebag connector in line, and you can see that it says R there for right. Okay, so to put this in line, we are going to use our connector here, and that just clicks in place. So we're going to push this down underneath the audio unit to just get the connector out of the way. Like that. Oops. And then we'll connect the front part here. There, and that clicks into place. There we go. Now this part of the pigtail needs to be fed underneath this bar. And the reason it needs to be fed underneath the bar is because you don't want the line to become crimped or damaged when you put your seat back on. So that's just going to sit under there like that. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing on the left side. I've already pulled this apart, and there's a little bit more room to put the connector down underneath here. So that's nice. So again, you just put it together, listen for the click. There's your click. So now we're just going to push this down. Just be careful. There we go. Pushing that down underneath, and now the top part will attach. And again, you'll hear the click. Okay, that's connected. And now again, the pigtail is going to get routed underneath here. Because again, we don't want it above the bar. Okay, so just like that. Okay, so our next step is going to be to place the distribution hub where it's going to sit under the seat, which will be right down under here. So I am not planning on using the trailer wiring ever, so I have just zip tied it to the back to make it a little bit more streamlined. The other thing I did was I put the shrink wrap on the ends of the wires just to protect them. So again, right side, right side of the bike, left side of the bike. So let's feed this underneath. There we go. So that's going to sit like this. And now the other thing we're going to do while we're here, sorry, let's just untangle that, is we're going to run these power cables, the red, the black, and the green, underneath this frame rail so they come down over top of, or beside if you like, the battery to make that installation a little bit easier. There we go, there's the black. And there's the red, and now we'll feed the accessory wire underneath. There we go. Okay. So that is where the distribution hub will sit. Just down like that. Okay, so our next step is going to be to hook the red up to the positive, the black up to the negative, and the green up to our accessory inside the fuse box. So to get the fuse box open, all you do is press in these two tabs and the lid will come off. And there we go. And we're going to be going to the top. Let's zoom in a little bit here better so you see the top portion, which is the accessory ground for any extra things on your bike. Now, if the fuse is ever blown inside the Pathfinder distribution block, do not replace the fuse. And it says right here, do not replace. You want to contact Pathfinder and they'll let you know what to do. So I'll be right back. And the positive, the negative, and the ground will be attached. Okay, so we've now attached the red to the positive, the black to the ground, to the neutral, sorry, and our accessory to the accessory port on the fuse box. I'll just put the fuse box cover back on and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, the next step is to attach the right side of our plug and play connector. And you can see that I've zip tied some of the extra cable just to make it a little neater. So we're just going to press these two together and you'll hear it snap. There we go, snapped in. And then we'll just push this underneath. Oops. There. Okay, so now we do the same thing on the left side. Again, I've bundled up the excess wire. Again, it's just plug and play. Make sure it's running where you want it. Below this bar. They snap together, and then you can just push the cable, excess cable out of the way. There we go. Okay, so let's take a final look at our installation now that it's done. We had our right and left harnesses that just spliced in or just plugged in to the stock Honda connections. We ran those wires underneath this bar so nothing could get pinched. We have our distribution hub here sitting underneath, our right and left connections to the distribution hub. We ran our wiring underneath the frame rails because, again, any wire that sits on top of here or on top of this bar here might get pinched or damaged when you put your seat back on. We have our power hooked up to the positive, negative, and our accessory. So that is it for our installation. Now our final check to make sure that everything works and I didn't really mess something up is to turn on the bike. So we'll turn on the bike here and we'll check to make sure that the sequential turn signal mirrors I put on still work. And they do. And my hazards still work. And you can see we have the green light on, showing that there is power and it is functioning correctly, the distribution hub. And we'll make sure that our bike actually starts and we didn't really mess something up. Well, there we go. Now, I will probably use a couple zip ties through this hole and this hole just to hold the distribution block so it doesn't rattle underneath the seat. But all you would do when you're ready to put your accessories on is pull off these plugs. There we go. And plug in on the left and the right the different accessories you want to put on. For me, that's going to be driving lights on the front of the bike. I will have a rear brake turn signal light on the trunk. And that'll be it to start. One of the things I forgot to mention was Pathfinder LED distribution block is the only one I could find that also provides you, as well as all of these plug and play locations, 10 on the left, 10 on the right. But you also get on the left and right hand side a USB port. So you can run a USB off of this, well, two USBs off of this as well. Well, that's it for our installation video. I have found this Pathfinder system very easy to install, very self-explanatory in the instructions they give you when you purchase the product. As a first-time person doing this kind of, I guess, electrical intervention on my motorcycle, it was very simple. Everything still works. And now I'm set to plug in all the accessories I want to put on my motorcycle. So, if you found this video helpful, please consider liking it, consider subscribing to our channel, consider hitting the notification bell. YouTube will let you know when we come out with new videos. I'm going to finish putting my seat and side cases back, or side covers back on. And until we have our next video, keep your right hand cranked and the rubber side down.